Frank believes that the lower classes have to fight to survive, so he friendly warns George that he's ready to compete with him for a place in the sun. George is more optimistic. He is set on working hard and building his life from scratch. In the evening, Nada is walking around the camp and notices some locals enthusiastically watching a TV commercial about false nails. At some point, the signal is interrupted, and a broadcast with an anxious man appears on the screen. He talks about how they all live in an artificially created world. According to him, a group of scientists managed to discover that some unknown creatures send a special signal to Earth that puts people in a trance and deprives them of critical thinking. There are more and more poor people, and racial injustice is on the rise. The aliens brainwashed people to be indifferent to everything except their own benefit. However, the residents dismiss the alarming message of the weirdo on the TV. They only complain about their headaches and change the channel with the broadcast. George notices that a blind priest is standing near the group repeating every word from the broadcast. Gilbert immediately runs up to the priest. George can't hear their exchange, but figures that the men are having an argument. In a hurry, Gilbert leads the old man towards the church, located on the camp territory. George's eyes follow the retreating men for a little longer, and he suspects that they have some kind of secret. The following morning, Nada meets Gilbert by the camp entrance and decides to ask about his nightly trip to the church. The man says that the church provides a communal kitchen for the homeless, and he had to stay there overnight to put everything in order. On top of that, Gilbert informs him that he sings in the church choir, and the rehearsal is about to start. The same broadcast with the mysterious man appears on the TV again, and he urges to stop the transmission of the signal, hypnotizing people immediately. The broadcast induces severe headaches again, and the residents breathe a sigh of relief when the TV switches back to the baseball game. Anxious, Gilbert hurries to the church again, and this time George decides to follow him. He can indeed hear the choir singing in the church, so he assumes he won't arouse any suspicion by going inside. In the church, he discovers a chemical mini-laboratory and a mysterious inscription on the wall: "They live, we sleep." The man notices a tape recorder, which is loudly playing the singing of the choir. It only serves as a cover to drown out the noises of the secret meeting that is taking place behind the wall. In the next room, Gilbert, the man from the TV, and other members of the secret group are trying to hack the channel once again to play their recording for a longer time and reach more viewers.